These are your necessary supplies to make kombucha. We've got our flavorings. We've got ginger, papaya juice. We have a superfruit juice and tart cherry. We've got our bottles clean and ready with the lids. A container for our SCOBY, very important. Our funnel. And we are all set. These are your additional supplies. You'll need 4 family-sized tea bags for 1 gallon, a cup of sugar, and 4 cups of water. Step 1. With really clean hands, we're going to take our SCOBY out. It's going to feel a little funny, but that's okay. But that's a big SCOBY. We'll have to divide him up later. Give it a stir. And then I take 4 scoops. It's about 4 cups worth of starter liquid out so that SCOBY can stay healthy and start the next batch, because this is a continuing cycle. Always cover your containers whenever you turn your back on them, because the flies love them. Cover your SCOBY, and we're going to set him to the side. Next step is to put our bottles in this bowl. The reason you put your bottles in the bowl is so if any kombucha spills out, you're not wasting it, and you're also not making a mess. The first flavor I want to try is going to be some of this papaya, which we squeezed from a papaya, so there's a lot of pulp, but that's okay. We'll do a little papaya all by itself. Yeah, maybe a little ginger. Ginger, just put a couple of little sticks that you cut. And make sure your sticks aren't too big to fit through the mouth of your bottle when they swell, or you'll never get them out. And then we take the kombucha and add it in. You want to fill it to almost full. Give it about a ½ inch or so of headspace. So because of the foam, we're going to let it overlap and spill over a little bit. That's why we have the bowl. All right. Then just cap them off. We'll take them over to the sink later to label and bottle them. Rinse them off real good. Here's another papaya ginger. Sticks of ginger. Beat it up. Up and over. Take it out. Cap it off. next flavor is going to be a nice cherry. I like the cherry. Good stuff. I'll pour some of the extra off. Add our cherry. We don't need much. This is I think it's a 16-ounce bottle, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons that is, cherry juice. And then fill it up. Again, we're going to let it go right up the neck and overflow so that we have plenty of kombucha in there when the bubbles settle. That is your second fermentation that we're going into. And without the headspace in the bottle being used up, you will not get more fizz. Cut that off. Take him over to rinse. Once you have your bottles filled, rinse them. If anybody wants sticky bottles, give them a quick dry. And then label them with the flavor. We have our water boiling for our tea, so we're going to take it off the heat and add our tea bags. Remember, 4 cups of water, 4 family-sized tea bags, and we're going to let that sit for 7 minutes. Your next step is going to be to drain your tea bags. And add your cup of sugar. Stir it until the sugar is completely dissolved. After your sugar dissolves, your water is going to be way too hot for SCOBY. Fill your vessel partway up with some water, just regular cool water, and take some ice and add it to your tea to cool it down. Or you can wait all day. Some people wait all day for their tea to cool. I'm not those people. Keep an eye on your temperature. SCOBY likes it to be between 65 and 85. Once you've got it cooled down, you can add it to the water in your vessel. This is a 1 gallon container, sun tea pitcher. Check your temperature again. It's going to be your last chance to check it before you add SCOBY back in. And it's good. We're at 78 degrees. We're going to add back in our SCOBY. In this case, I'm going to add half of our SCOBY because he's so big. I'm going to add our SCOBY and our starter liquid. And we should be good to go to make our next batch. You'll want to label it and cover it. I use cloth and a rubber band to keep out any critters, fruit flies and whatnot from getting in. And wait 7 to 10 days, taste regularly for your next batch. Your second fermentation happens in a countertop just for 2 or 3 days, and then they go in the fridge because this is where they're going to build up their bubbles, their fizz. Just out of the way, waiting for the fizz. After you label them, you put them in a cupboard till it's time to taste again.